Divya. I am what my experience has made me. I am what my experience has made me Toastmaster Divya.
After procrastinating this day to actually being here giving my very first speech at Toastmasters. As I speak, my legs are shaking, I'm sweating internally, and the audience seems zombie to me. Good morning, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and my distinguished guests. My name is Divya Pansari, and I was born at Darbhanga, Bihar. Brought up in different cities I moved to. Moving from one city to another helped me make treasure of memories and gave me friends who keep my heart warm. Friends who have kept me waiting at some random Noida road for 3 hours, and every time I had called them, they said that they'll be there in 5 minutes when 3 hours had already passed. I come from a lovely joint family, sister to 3 brothers, protected, cared, and bruised. They have spoiled me in their own good ways by complaining about my mischief to our parents. Ever since my childhood, I have believed that when life gives you lemon, you make lemonades. And trust me when I say this, during every phase of my life, I have made great lemonades. Yes, 1 glass of water, 1 lemon, and 4 spoons of sugars, and bam, you just made yourself world's best lemonade. Don't forget to thank me later. Now when I look at the experiences I've had and the moments I've lived, I realize what I am and who I am and why I am. Let's imagine that this is an imaginary timeline here, divided into 3 sections. 0th point being the year 1996 when I was born. And to save you the madness, I am gratefully 27 and a half. No one can probably take a guess, but as a child, I was notorious. I didn't study and used to fight around. There was this rule at my school that if you fail in 3 subjects, you could not move from one class to another. And the smart kid I was, I failed in just 2 to move from one class to another and kept my parents at bay. It was around 8th standard I realized I have to study and do well if I wanted to do well in life. I started studying well and scoring really well. After class 10th, it was time for me to move to Jaipur for my higher secondary education. At Jaipur, I carefully selected 2 classes which I could bunk. It was business studies and economics. And to my surprise, my teachers were okay with me bunking those classes because I could score well in their subjects. Moving to Jaipur was the first time I was coming out of my house. I was stepping out of my safe place, and I missed home. I missed warmth that my hometown gave me. But moving to a different city helped me a lot, which I wouldn't have learned a lot if I had stayed back at Darbhanga. So coming from a humble background, my pronunciations were poor. I said April when it should have been April. I said opposite when it should have been opposite, and I said hotel when it should have been hotel. And I did not realize that people were making fun of me until my roommate told me that, hey Divya, people are making fun of you, just improve. But I was a carefree and confident child back then, and these things didn't bother me at all. After class 12, during the second phase of my imaginary timeline, it was time for me to choose a profession. And I chose chartered accountancy. People told me, and I would like to quote this in Hindi, "Beta, CA tough hai," and I told them, "मैं भी तो tough हूँ." Beta, CA tough hai, मैं भी तो tough हूँ. Little did I know. After moving to Calcutta for CA and graduation, I have given attempts on attempts, and every attempt has its own story to tell. There were 3 sisters living at my PG. The first time I was appearing for my CA final examinations, the eldest sister was appearing, she qualified. The second time when I was appearing, the sister who was same age to me was appearing, she qualified. And the third time when I was appearing, the youngest sister and a friend. And any guesses as to what had happened? I failed again. And I appeared for my 4th attempt. And the number did not stop there. But to tell you the truth, during all these attempts, I had lost myself. I had lost the carefree, confident child I was. There was this one song I used to listen to that used to boost me up. राह पे कांटे बिखरे मगर रात को एक दिन ढलना ही है. Fast forward to 10 January 2023, my results were out. I qualified, became a chartered accountant, landed my dream job Deloitte, and moved to Gurgaon. After moving to Gurgaon, I've explored the city. I've been to every food joint that my Instagram story keeps throwing at my face constantly until I visit. And I strongly believe that when I share something about my life, I hand over little pieces of mine, and that is what I'm doing today. If you ask me about my life at Deloitte, it is pretty simple. I just have to work for 12 hours for 5 days, and for deserts, 6 to 7 hours over the weekends. And then my managers ask me, Divya, please log out, take rest, and take care of your mental health. I don't know how. I'm trying to make the most out of life, Deloitte and Gurgaon, and still trying to make the best ever limits. Thank you.